in our pamphlets, we only had two of those places.
Mm-hmm.
The third we didn't even find. We didn't even have. Find it, did not have, whatever. When they compiled this book, they compiled everything together in order. So they inserted. There's a page AyinBase,
right.
And then after this AyinBase, there's another AyinBase.
And then another, and then another, and another.
Right.
And so where do we go?
Well, we go straight, but they didn't want to mess it to renumber everything. So
okay. So I see what's.
But they put a little number after each AyinBase. You see the
yes.
Fine. They did a good job. We are in the second section on page AyinBase 1. Approximately 8 lines from the beginning. A line starts with the word Al Ha'odam. And what we have now entered, we have now exposed it, is a different element that needs to be understood. It says now, so the tzelem, and we explained that tzelem means the tzelem who's not much tzelem who's tzelem of atzilus. And we explained that what is this tzelem? This tzelem comes to us in the form of Torah and Yisrael. Torah originates in atzilus. Shashurim, this is the etzem ha'oinag, the way it is within atzilus itself, not the oinag as it expresses it. Oinag implies behester, as we discussed last night, and we discussed several times over these weeks, the principle of hester, nister. In other words, it is there even if it is not identified.
Tzelem is form, right?
Yeah. So now we came to the following question. And then in Neshama Yisrael, Torah and Neshama Yisrael, the way in Neshama Yisrael are also rooted in atzilus. However, the question is, this pasuk, Nasa Odom b'tzalmeinu, that Odom is b'tzelem shalamaylo. This is talking about Odom here below, Odom lamato, where the Odom lamato also has a neshama. But the neshama lamato, the way it is bihislapshus in the goof, is not the etzem haneshama. This is in the neshama lamato is only ha'or of the neshama. Where he says it mixes on neshama, a little bit of it. It's not in the neshama in its full glory, the way it is in atzilus. And as he points out in detail, we discussed last night, Naran, Nefesh, ruach, and neshama is behislapshus in the goof. Even though behislapshus in the goof, there is also a difference between the way the Nefesh is behislapshus ruach and neshama. In order that the neshama should become behislapshus, one has to purify himself immensely to be zoicha to gili haneshama. But chaya yechidah, which is the etzem nefesh, which is the higher part of the nefesh, that is totally not mislapshus. And surely, excuse me, the etzem neshama itself, neshama nefesh itself, which is above chaya yechidah, above oir, the etzem, surely is not hilamata. So how do we say on the old person hilamata that this is b'tzalmin, this is tzelem aliki, tzelem of atzilus? Okay, so we are on this line of means with the word al ha'odam. Then I said it is not 8 lines, it's 7 lines from the beginning of that paragraph. Al ha'yinyan hu. However, the principle is hin eksiv. It is written ach b'tzelem is halach ish. That ish, the man, his halach, he progresses, he moves, with tzelem. From Yonah, who's question about the others? Beis of Zohar. Kaze Daf Mem Gimel und alle says in the Zohar, Kidein ruach nachsom, that when the ruach descends, bechatzum or nachso imei, and a tzelem and a form descends with it. Beha'ut sulma, when that tzelem is rabbi, it grows. Beha'ut sulma, and in that tzelem, ozi behayalma, that tzelem, he walks through this world. Shenemar, as the pasuk says, ach betzelem is halachish. His halachish, the fact that ish walks through the world, he is walking with that tzelem that comes along with the ruach and so forth. Pirish b'makam b'ramas. This is Mefashim on the Zohar. They explain shehatzelem hu levush hanefesh.
I'm sorry, can you tell me which one? The first one, I never know what's the abbreviation stands for.
Which one?
Mokimam, the first one.
Makam?
Ramas, yeah.
No, I don't know. This is a reference. This is a commentary. I don't know. Shehatzelem hu levush hanefesh. That the tzelem. What are the Rivas of Rashi?
Rab Shlomo is
Huh?
Rab Shlomo is okay.
Okay. Rashi. Rashbam. Rashbam. Rashba.
Okay, I hear you. No, because some of them go by the name of the Sforim, so it's easier.
You teach them to know for it. Shehatzelem hu levush hanefesh. So they explain that what is the tzelem that the Zohar is talking about. Tzelem is the garment for the nefesh. Shal yodoi, this garment which was shal yodoi. He can persist in the world. The neshama can persist to be in the world because it's mislabish in this tzelem in the levush. Now we need to understand mahu toike for malas albush. What is the power and the special quality, the supremacy of this levush, of this garment, kol kach, to such an extent, should be choil to lechaber haneshama im haguf, that it has the capability of connecting the neshama with the guf. Acharei, despite the fact shebe'etzem, that in essence hu bein aroich. In essence, the neshama and the guf, aber ein aroich, there is no proximity between them. There's no similarity between them whatsoever. And yet, as a result of this tzelem, of this levush, the neshama is slapshus in connection with the guf, and it stays connected. It's kain be'alma. The gam, and also we want to understand, eich kol hagiluyim, how does it happen that all the giluyim, all the expressions and the giluyim of the neshama, heim alidei halavush, come through this levush. Ukmei Omar, and as the Zohar says, the Zohar that we quoted before, Bahut sulmo yisrabi. With that tzelem, yisrabi, it increases, it grows. The Hainu Giluye HaNefesh, Yisrabi means that the Nefesh becomes more and more, comes more and more to expression in Gilu. Because of this tzelem. The intent, what is he referring to when he says is Rabbi? He becomes greater. Hu ribui oir. It is the increase of oir behagdola in hagdola in making it greater. Which means that the oil becomes more and more effective, more and more powerful. Ukmoy yigdal no, as in the pasuk yigdal no, Moshe Rabbeinu, when he was pleading for the Yid, I believe this was the moment after the Egel, and it really had to employ all the resources that are available. So it says, "Ve'ato yigdal no koyach adni." May the koyach of adni become great, to overcome the all the accusations and the negativity. The Yisad B'Zoyar, and on this yigdal no. I think overcome, more powerful.
It's from Shindal Yud, same thing, it's translation. Now it's like sufficient.
What? What's translation?
Sagi.
No, it's not translation. Yisram of Yizgir?
No, it's like Yizgi means that it should suffice. It should increase to the point that it suffice.
Yizgir means it should be greater. The same as Yisrabi. Thus, we have a clarity, essentially, what this is supposed to be. How does such a tremendous effect come as a result of the levush? That it becomes more oil in the neshama, but it's not just more, but then oil neshama becomes more powerful, and it supersedes it overcomes any obstacles, and it kind of embraces and takes over. That's what the Yisrael Yizgi. The levush is what facilitates this. However, the explanation is like this. Pardon me. The shoyresh halavush. The principle in this is that the shoyresh of this lavush, the root, where this lavush is rooted in, and where it is growing from, hu lamayla ma'oid. It is very, very high. Ve'aderech levush hachashmal, similar to the principle of what's called levush hachashmal, the garment of chashmal. Chashmal, electricity. Right. It's a garment which the garment itself consists of light. Shemakif lazum, that encompasses and surrounds and gives context for Zum. Zum means the sphere is the atzilus. Sheshorshoy, where its root and what it actually represents is l'maylo mizum. is really higher than so. It's a garment, and a garment normally we perceive as something which is external relative to that which is a garment, and therefore it is of a lower quality. But here we're saying no, this levush is l'mayla me'oid, and it's makib mizun she'shorsheh l'mayla mizun. The root of this levush hachashmal that it can encompass zun is higher than zun. The hagam, which means to say that all those who b'chinas levush levad el hazor, that relative to the Zohar, it is only a levush, only a garment for the Zohar. Kol mokoim, yet still, shorshei l'mayla mizor. Its root and what it represents is higher than Zohar. Or k'meshur kosu b'mokim achir. As it explained elsewhere, how this is true and what the significance of this is. The garment is superior to that which it garments. It's like saying the goof is superior to the neshama. And likewise, this is coming back to what we are speaking. This chashmal and levush and razum, this was only to illustrate what we mean by a higher levush, because this is already discussed relative to zun. So similarly, levush ha-nefesh, the garment for the nefesh, that enables the nefesh to be connected to the goof. Its root is above the giluyim shebenefesh. V'gam mehakoiches atzmiyim. It is higher. This levush is higher, even of the koiches atzmi. Koiches atzmi means what? As we said before, the chaya yechidah. It is higher than the koiches atzmi. Behainu, which would mean to say, the only thing it can be referring to is the shorshei me'etzem ha-nefesh, that its root is in the etzem of the nefesh. You're learning about this, but before we go into the great discussion, we will put a little bit of a context of this. Shorshim me'etzem ha-nefesh, its root is from the etzem ha-nefesh. Shalamayla mikol ha-koiches v'agilui, that which is above all the koiches and all gilui. Ve'alkein, and therefore, thus, the koicha, it is within the capacity of this levush, lahavi kol ha-giluyim sheba-nefesh, to bring out all the giluyim that are contained in the nefesh. Ulechabeir, and connect ha-nefesh im ha-guf, to connect the nefesh with the guf. This garment facilitates this phenomenal inyan.